you are standing in the aisle where I'm supposed to get married and you're not there in the official capacity as a photographer or a videographer, best believe I will be asking you to leave. Going on with this New York City based makeup artist slash hairdresser, she did a great job. When it comes to the hair and makeup she did on the bride, it eats. However, the situation goes, she comes early in the morning to go do the bridal party, and I believe the mother of the bride's makeup, which all goes well. She says she kind of had to rush because she had a lot to do, and then she decides that she is going to take content, which, you know what, this is 2024. We know that any vendor who's coming, this is part of their portfolio, they're going to take some content. When the bride is doing her first looks with the bridal party, she is standing there kind of like, she says, in the security capacity, making sure nobody can come in. But I feel as if from the angle that she is standing at, she can potentially be in the photos and videos, and she's like in the moment with them, being emotional. So I was a little bit like, okay, this is a bit strange, but okay, cool. I mean, you did the makeup, and for the bride the hair and makeup, I believe, so it's okay, let's keep it pushing. Then they are into the bridal party, groom party photos. So she's taking content with the bride and groom, okay, all right, and then she's not taking content of the groomsmen. I don't know what that has to do with anything because she's not done any of their hair, any of the makeup. She hears that the photographer is going inside to where the cocktail party reception is happening, and she decides that she's going to go inside there as well, and she's going to take some content. So she's taking her content of the ambiance of the whole event, and if you go to her page you will see pretty much the whole wedding. So I think also in that sense some boundaries have been crossed, because I can't imagine that the bride has received her photos, her videos yet, and now we're going onto the internet and seeing everybody else has seen her wedding. But cool, when she gets inside, after already making a lot of content, she asked the groom to take a TikTok or something, and he was like, he snapped at her essentially. Gets upset, and the bride on her wedding day is now consoling her. So it's a bit like, oh, what is going on here? It's not making sense at all. Go, whatever. The bride's like, no, you can stay, which from my understanding, I think, apart from the fact that the groom was overtaking content, I think maybe potentially his wife said something to him, and maybe she just didn't want to confront him, because you know how things can be, you've been stressed, whatever, you just don't want to add any more drama to your wedding day. So she tells her to stay. The lady, the makeup artist, leaves. Then she comes right back, and she decides that she's gonna, you know, eat, chill. She ends up chilling with the groomsmen, and they were like, aren't you tired? Which to me is like a, you need to skedaddle. But she's still chilling there until one of the wedding planner's assistants asks her to leave, and she's like, oh, if you want to have something to say, you can say it here, you can say it here. It's giving a little bit of drama. And as I was saying, I think that the job she did as a makeup artist is good, as a hairstylist is good, but since kind of posting this content, crossing those boundaries, is not that good for business. She was talking about how, you know, she did a really good thing, like she had a good vibe the whole night, and she was doing touch-ups the whole day, which from what I understand in the bridal makeup industry, it is either the I come and do your makeup and hair, I go, or I stay and I do the touch-ups. So it's not like you work on a favor basis, it just either is or it isn't. So my understanding is when they had hired her, they expected her to take makeup and do the makeup and hair, potentially, I don't know if the hair was part, take the content of the work she has done and then go. I don't think everything else was what they had expected, which I believe is the source of frustration. I think it was very crazy for her to be standing in the aisle, like in no official capacity. Like, they've not even paid you to be, because these days people get people to create content for them, like they didn't even ask you to do that. And the fact that you're now going all over the internet posting the content of these people's weddings, what do you guys think? And the fact that the bride had to console her on her own wedding day, I found that to be probably the strangest part of it all.